We all know that cartoons aren't just for kids anymore. Not only are there animated shows that both kids and adults can enjoy together, but there are also series specifically aimed at grown-ups, some of which the young ones should stay far, far away from. These are the 25 best animated shows for adults. Aqua Teen managed to create iconic characters out of a dim-witted ball of beef, a pompous container of fries, and a shrieking selfish milkshake. Throw in their gruff classic rock-loving neighbor Carl, and you have the perfect recipe for absurd mayhem and unnecessary bloodletting. Centered on the irreverently banal existence of Daria Morgendorffer as she faced pungent suburban mediocrity, MTV's Daria was full of the title character's aggressive apathy and on-point one-liners.
You don't think Quinn's lost in those woods, do you?
I doubt it. There's nothing to buy there.
The Boondocks was a potent, poignant, sometimes controversial look at politics and race, with brothers Huey and Riley Freeman and their grandfather addressing hot-button issues in unconventionally humorous ways.
Yeah, we need to burn this place down.
Before superhero movies were popular, The Tick parodied the entire genre, offering up misfit heroes and crazy villains fighting absurd battles. The Tick was a lovable, well-spoken doofus whose bombastic rhetoric knew no bounds. The controversial Ren and Stimpy fluctuated from whimsical to deranged, wowing us with gross-out humor, sexual innuendo, and crude scenarios. And the craziest part was that it was part of a Nickelodeon block that also featured Rugrats and Doug. Samurai Jack was already a masterwork of animation and storytelling before it came back for a final season after 12 years off the air. The superb saga of an unnamed samurai sent through time to a dystopian future left viewers stunned by its jaw-dropping visuals and story. The quirky and gently twisted heartwarmer Gravity Falls told the story of twins Dipper and Mabel and their grunkle, Stan's Oregonian Mystery Shack. Smart, satirical, and sweet, it was a one-of-a-kind gem. Avatar: The Last Airbender boasted well-crafted storytelling and crisp, beautiful animation set in a fantastic, immersive world centered around a dynamic cast of characters. It also spawned the sequel series, The Legend of Korra, which would also be on this list if we had the room. Puns, political humor, self-deprecation, meta moments, quite a leap for an animated variety show from the early 60s. Rocky and Bullwinkle were gloriously ahead of their time, influencing everything from The Simpsons to Supernatural. Mike Judge's Beavis and Butthead was a disarmingly smart series about two dummies. It also garnered enough controversy that MTV had to put up a disclaimer at the top of each episode reminding viewers that the two weren't role models, or even human for that matter. A wonderful, whimsical delight, Adventure Time and the never-ending adventures of Finn the Human and Jake the Dog might seem aggressively random to the untrained eye, but there's a method and sadness to the madness. It all feels like a dream, or maybe a nightmare. SpongeBob has remained a media giant over the past 2 decades with barely a change to its basic formula. SpongeBob is a naive, bright-eyed fast food cook. His friend Patrick is dumb and short-tempered, and together they torment the pretentious Squidward, and we still love it.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me anything. Don't even tell me what you're doing here.
King of the Hill felt more like a regular family sitcom when compared to its more satiric and surreal peers, telling sweet, funny, traditional-style stories. And it lasted 13 seasons, proving there was a market for animation outside the realm of rapid-fire references and lampooning. This satiric reimagining of 60s kid adventure series Jonny Quest also takes a nice jab at the superhero genre, knowing exactly how to skewer overinflated action sagas. It even retroactively comments on how perversely irresponsible a show like Jonny Quest was by having Venture twins Hank and Dean get killed over and over and over again. The hilarious Bob's Burgers sort of snuck up on viewers out of nowhere. Like any great comedy, the series got better with age, finding its groove in Season 2 as the antics of the wickedly funny Belcher family started to create one of the cleverest comedies, animated or not, on TV.
Fine, then I'll go on our adventure by myself. You go to Rudy's and have a cannelloni all alone.
Ostensibly created for kids, Animaniacs contained a ton of stealth humor aimed directly at adults. With a reboot premiering on Hulu in 2020, it's important to remember that Yakko, Wakko, and Dot collected a wealth of TV awards while bringing kids and grown-ups together with wit, slapstick, and plenty of rapid-fire pop culture references.
I hope I'm invited to the wedding.
Netflix's oddball dark dramedy features Will Arnett as a washed-up, self-loathing, and depressed alcoholic horse in Hollywood dealing with his past as a sitcom star. While satirizing things like anxiety, drug abuse, and mental illness, BoJack Horseman has also provided unexpected drama and moving moments capable of rivaling any live-action TV series. Hilarious and devastating, irreverent and melancholy, the series has slowly evolved into one of the most profound streaming experiences available.
Can we please get some alcohol into my mouth?
When it comes to watching your childhood get spectacularly warped via stop-motion technology, Robot Chicken's ground zero for "oh no, what are you doing to my favorite toy?" Whether it's Popeye brutally collecting on a hamburger debt, Sonic getting lacerated on a spike strip, or Fruity Yummy Mummy having a lover's spat with Frankenberry, the Bawdy action figure puppet show has kept us laughing for years at the likes of Star Wars, The Walking Dead, superheroes, and so much more. Though his codename might be Duchess and his Oedipal issues are endless, Super Agent Sterling Archer is the narcissistic cad you want on your team. And as a hyper-violent version of Get Smart, Archer busted out onto FX to become a ratings hit and pop culture quote machine. A marvelous mishmash of retro spy style and future tech, Archer combines Sean Connery's Bond with Jason Bourne and all the STDs in between. As the first animated series to be nominated for the Outstanding Comedy Series Emmy since The Flintstones, Seth MacFarlane's Family Guy battled its way out of 2 cancellations only to return stronger than ever. Sometimes maligned for its tangential humor, Peter Griffin and company have nonetheless spawned an empire based on shocking their audience and playing loose with people's laugh limits. Futurama is another series that was rescued from cancellation. Good thing, too, because it's provided us with some of the funniest, darkest, well-written allegories of all time. Operating at both a high and low level, Futurama allowed us to look at ourselves now through the eyes of the future. Also, nothing has made us sadder than the ending to the episode Jurassic Bark. Nothing. The dark deco quality of Batman the Animated Series raised the bar and redefined what quality superhero storytelling is. It gave us complex themes, incredible art, and welcome faithfulness to the characters' origins. Winning the Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program, the show tested how far animation could go in the kid-friendly arena while delivering something all ages could respect and appreciate. The stark and deliberate animation style, Kevin Conroy's gravel-lined voice as Batman, and Mark Hamill's chilling Joker gave and gives us goosebumps. Is this the best filmed Batman ever? It just might be. With South Park, creators Matt Parker and Trey Stone utilized a super-fast production schedule for animation which gave them a topical freedom that no one else in the business has ever had. Part machine, part Rage Against the Machine, the show has been a huge part of our lives for over 20 years. It's ignited controversy, birthed catchphrases, and opened our eyes to the horrors of Harley-Davidson bikes, Chipotle, George Lucas, Honey Boo Boo, and basically anything mass-produced for the brainless. You might not always agree with the foul-mouthed antics of Cartman, Kyle, Stan, and Kenny, but there's always another hypocritical ideology to harass, a sacred cow to bash, or a celebrity to roast. Adult Swim's Rick and Morty is already a modern-era juggernaut, following the dangerous and debauchery-ridden and sometimes reality-altering adventures of narcissist/uber-genius Rick and his cringing moral compass/grandson Morty. This subversive series has not only given us some of the smartest laughs in a long time, but also some of the smartest sci-fi. Rick and Morty has created a psychoanalytical niche for itself, giving fans hearty nerd humor while also diving deep into the psyche of a fractured family.
What is my purpose?
You pass butter.
Oh my god.
After almost 30 years, The Simpsons is very much the establishment. It is the man of the animation landscape, and its longevity and overall dominance places it perfectly at the top of this list, even if there's an argument to be made about it not being as great as it once was. Still, even if we're just counting the first 10 years of the show, The Simpsons has given us some of the sharpest comedy ever crafted. Even if you didn't enjoy, say, episodes 575 through 615, you can go rewatch Marge vs. the Monorail, Mr. Plow, or Cape Fear and see they still stand 10 feet tall, towering above everything else. The Simpsons is an institution of quality age-bridging comedy that's still, to this day, discovering new viewers and fans.
Ew, dog water.
That's our list. What did we leave out? Let us know in the comments. And for more animated goodness, check out the top 10 Batman the Animated Series episodes, or take a look at the best Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes, and be sure to like and subscribe to IGN on your platform of choice for everything TV related, animated or otherwise.